Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, how are we getting on? So, welcome to a brand new Fallout 76 news video, and today we have some details on the upcoming E3 presentation from Bethesda. We have the return of community challenges, a whole host of things going on this weekend, and sadly, the retirement of the Nuclear Winter game mode. So, lots to cover, so let's jump into it. Okay then, so we have a little Inside the Vault blog post today, bringing a little bit more news to Fallout 76. I've got to admit, I'm a little surprised to see this, although I probably shouldn't be, given that Bethesda's E3 presentation along with Xbox is due in a couple of days. So, starting with the awesome shot of the White Spring here, let's take a look at the news they have for us today. First and foremost, the Xbox and Bethesda showcase at E3. So that is scheduled for this weekend, Sunday 13th of June, and it is at 1 PM Eastern Time. They'll be streaming it over on Bethesda's Twitch channel. I'd imagine you'll be able to find it on Xboxes and possibly on YouTube as well. We'll of course be watching that and bringing you all of the news following that. So very excited. They're going to be covering a lot of what's coming up in 76 for the next year or so, and hopefully some other cool stuff from Bethesda games as well. So lots to be excited for, I think, there. So it's that wonderful time of year again when we gather virtually at E3 to find out what's next for our favourite titles across the gaming industry and hopefully see some new ones announced. This year we're teaming up with our friends at Xbox to bring you the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. And we can't wait to share more with you about what's in store for Fallout 76 this year and beyond. We hope you'll join us on Twitch this Sunday and catch the showcase live. Check the details below. So yeah, joining with Xbox, I get the feeling, given that it's neither an Xbox one nor a Bethesda one, and they haven't fully rolled Bethesda's showcase into Xbox. I'm guessing they've got a few big announcements there, which is why they're making a big thing out of Bethesda being part of it. Obviously, also the acquisition of Bethesda by Xbox is relatively recent in the grand scheme, so that's probably part of it as well. But hopefully it bodes well for some big news, so looking forward to that. As I say, I will of course be covering it. So, 76 specific stuff. First and foremost, this weekend, play Fallout 76 and try Fallout First for free this week. And that is in addition to the Double XP weekend, which will be live, well, that should be live today, actually. So, grab some pals and get ready to storm the wasteland, because we're celebrating E3 with a free play week for Fallout 76. Starting today, you can download Fallout 76 on your platform of choice and experience the entire game completely free until June the 16th. So, that'll be a week. During the free week, we're also kicking off a Fallout First limited preview, in which you'll be able to take the scrap box and survival temp membership benefits for a test drive. So they've done this before, a while ago now, last year I think. Basically they gave you the opportunity to try out those two features before. If you choose not to pick up Fallout First, it's well worth grabbing the scrap box anyway and maybe spending the week just grinding for scrap, because you can fill the thing up, put it in your camp, and then once the trial ends, you'll still be able to access it. You just won't be able to add more to the the scrap box. So, and obviously survival tent won't work either after that, but still, if you want to take advantage of the scrap box, at least in the short term, for free, this is an opportunity to do that. So you might want to jump in and grab that. All you'll need to do is head to the Atomic Shop to claim your free Fallout First limited preview item, then unlock the scrap box from the shop's Fallout First page. Head in game to try out both features. So it should be fairly self-explanatory in the Atomic Shop when that actually pops up. So head on over there and do that, and you should be able to try it out for free. Additionally, you'll be able to burn through those early game levels at twice the usual speed with a full week of double XP in all game modes, or any other levels at twice the speed as well, to be fair. So particularly with the season going on, and we're more than halfway through the season now, I think, but most people will be heading towards those later levels, I imagine. It's a good time to have a boost for those repeatable weekly earn so much XP challenges. They'll give you a little nudge along. Obviously, there'll be more double score weeks coming on in the next couple of months as well. So look out for those, but double XP is always welcome. Finally, Fallout 76 is on sale for a limited time. All of the progress you make during the free week will remain intact, and you can head here to purchase the game at a discount of up to 67% off. That's pretty good. You can learn more about the free-to-play week, limited Fallout First preview, and catch an introduction to Fallout 76 by visiting our newcomer's guide on Fallout.com. Even Bethesda are doing beginner's guides now. Very cool. But as usual, I'll link this article down below, so if you do want to check out any of these links, you will be able to find them in the article down there. So, the coming storm. Getting into the Brotherhood of Steel. As we know, Steel Reign is about 6 weeks away now, probably, unless they have to delay it anyway, but fingers crossed. And we are getting community events returning as they did ahead of Steel Dawn last year. We did Fortifying Atlas community events last year. This year we've got the coming storm, apparently, so that should be very, very cool. So, Ad Victoriam, the Steel Reign update is coming in July, and you can prepare for a new questline by getting fully decked out in Brotherhood gear with Coming Storm, a limited time in-game event that kicks off on June 15th. So that will be next Tuesday. So, once the event begins, stop by the Atomic Shop and claim your Brotherhood of Steel backpack skin for free. That'll be this one here. And you will need to have this backpack equipped in order to earn event rewards. So that's basically the same as they did with the Heart Wrencher event back in February for Valentine's Day. You had to have a pipe wrench with the Heart Wrencher skin on it. So your pipe wrench hidden in a bunch of roses, which was fun. And you had to have that equipped and activated in order to earn the rewards from the event. So same thing will apply, but with a backpack skin this time. Don't worry if your character hasn't learned how to craft backpacks yet, because you will be able to claim a small backpack plan for free in the Atomic Shop as well. So if you happen to not pick that up, you can grab it from the Atomic Shop during this event, or if you want to get ahead of time and prepare it, teeny tiny spoiler here, you can head over to Morgantown Airport and make your way through that building, and once you've done that, at the end of it, you can find the plan in there as well. Avoiding too many spoilers for anyone else that's seen it yet. So, while you're wearing your spiffy new backpack, venture into Appalachia to take on daily challenges that will either require you to complete in-game events in specific regions of Appalachia, or to capture workshops. Each daily challenge will award you with a free consumable, like a lunchbox, perk card pack, or a repair kit, among others. By completing daily challenges, you will also earn progress towards a recurring weekly challenge that will offer a different Brotherhood of Steel themed cosmetic reward each week, like a player icon, a Pip-Boy skin, and new flags for your camp. So, I'm guessing this is the Brotherhood skin. It kind of matches the Special Ops suit, so that's quite cool. It's nice. We've got a little Brotherhood icon on there as well, so that's cool. We've got the flags on display at the back as well here. I really like those. Long overdue having some Brotherhood of Steel flags. I hope there's a wall flag as well, not just a flapping one, but both would be ideal. Definitely been crying out for those for a long time for those Brotherhood builds, so very, very cool. If you complete at least 2 weekly challenges before the coming storm concludes on July 6th, you will also unlock a new Brotherhood of Steel Recon helmet, pictured here. So this is similar to the existing one that comes with the armor, but slightly different in its shape. It's a little bit more pot-like, if I'm honest. But it does have a headlamp on it, which I'm finding very, very cool. So that'll probably appeal to a lot of people who like to have a head torch rather than the green Pip-Boy light. So very, very cool. So, good luck, and remember to equip your Brotherhood backpack. Okay, so yes, this is starting, as I say, on June 15th, so that's on Tuesday, and it will run through till July the 6th. So we've got a few weeks of that, 2 weeks, so very, very cool. Definitely an opportunity to get some awesome Brotherhood-themed stuff. I'm looking forward to that. And it'll give us some more fun stuff to be doing in and around all of the challenges for the current season as well. I've said it once, I've said it 100 times probably now. My provisional guess for the targeted date for Steel Reign will be 27th of July. Bethesda haven't said so yet. I imagine we'll be finding out on Sunday at E3. That seems likely. But that's my guess, and I'm going to stick with it up till Sunday because it seems like the likely time when you look at the community calendar and things like that. So fingers crossed they're still on track for that. I'm guessing we'll have the announcement, as I say, on Sunday. So very, very cool. So last but not least, Nuclear Winter being sunset, which is a little sad, but not particularly surprising to me. There's been quite a few questions about whether or not there's anything new coming to Nuclear Winter, and frankly, a few complaints about the relative radio silence on that front. So this doesn't come as a big shock to me, but let's see what Bethesda have to say about it. As a development team, we've used Fallout 76 as a game that is continually evolving with each update we release. We love adding new ways for you to enjoy Appalachia, whether through new quest lines, events, daily ops, new features, quality of life improvements, or even new gameplay modes. So, yeah, that's a fair description of the way the game works, and it's pretty much in line with what they said when they initially announced it before the game was even released as well. So, when we first introduced Nuclear Winter, which would be about 2 years ago now, it was announced at E3, 2 years ago, so it's looking like a 2-year lifespan for this particular thing. We were thrilled to watch so many players from our community, as well as many newcomers, dive headfirst into our take on a ruthless last player standing battle royale genre. Over time, however, we've seen the vast majority of players prefer to explore other aspects of the game. This doesn't come as a surprise to me. There's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy thing going on here. Fewer updates, less people jump into it. Less people jumping into it, they commit less time to it, yada yada yada. But I have noticed there is not as many people interested in Nuclear Winter overall as the rest of the game, the regular game modes. It has also become tougher to put full Nuclear Winter lobbies together without making sacrifices on match wait times. Additionally, we've also found it challenging to provide meaningful updates for Nuclear Winter while also developing and supporting exciting new content for Adventure Mode in recent and upcoming updates. With all this in mind, we're currently planning to sunset Nuclear Winter mode in an update coming this September. So, yeah, sad news, but about 2 years after its launch, it will be coming to a conclusion. In terms of what they've said here, it's consistent with what I expected and sort of reading between the lines of what's been going on as well. The limited team size and the sort of delays that have happened with Adventure Mode updates, things like that, over the last year or so. It's not surprising that Nuclear Winter has been a challenge to keep up with for them, and a whole extra game mode requires some fairly substantial updates for it as well. So they don't, they don't come out of nowhere. They take some putting together these things. So, unfortunately, not surprised that combining those factors with declining player numbers for Nuclear Winter, they've decided to go down the retiring of the game mode option. Hopefully, it means for cool things in the future that they'll be bringing in to replace it with. But we have a little more information on that. We know that some of you are incredibly passionate about Nuclear Winter, and you may find this news disappointing. Ending the support for this mode was a difficult decision and not one that we made lightly. We're still working to provide methods of PvP combat for those who enjoy squaring off against other former dwellers, and a little later this year, we will release details on how we plan to offer players even more ways to play Fallout 76. So potentially cool new game modes coming up, probably involving PvP. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere closer to the old survival mode, but who knows? It could be a lot of things, so we'll have to watch out for that. I will, of course, bring you the news when we get it. Additionally, we are going to compensate everybody who has participated in Nuclear Winter, from those who only joined a single match to our most battle-hardened overseers. So, as a little goodbye gift from Nuclear Winter, get perk coins for your participation. So, whether you occasionally dabbled in Nuclear Winter or fought your way through the thousands of matches, we want to ensure that your efforts are properly rewarded. When Nuclear Winter goes offline, i.e. in September as they've said, we're going to fill your character's pockets with perk coins, which can be used to upgrade your legendary perks in Adventure Mode. Each character will receive 6 perk coins per Overseer rank they achieved, up to a maximum of 600, as well as 1 perk coin for each Overseer ticket they earned, up to a maximum of 200. All players who completed at least one Nuclear Winter match will also receive a Nuclear Winter-themed pennant for their camps. So, the more you play, the bigger the gift you'll get in return for doing so, but a little something that's nice to have and directly will affect your gameplay in Adventure Mode as well, in terms of getting perk coins once this comes down. So, a cool little gift. And of course, there are the various unique rewards from Nuclear Winter which are worth considering as well. So, Nuclear Winter offers a wide variety of Overseer rank up rewards, and we'd like to ensure that you can still unlock them through other means. Some items, like the Vault Boy statues, that being the bronze, silver and gold ones, will remain exclusive to those who earned them, so once Nuclear Winter is gone, you won't be able to get those ones anymore. However, others, such as power armor and weapon paints, outfits, camp objects, and more, will be awarded by completing events including Scorched Earth, Project Paradise, Encrypted, A Colossal Problem, and even Hunt for the Treasure Hunter. We'd like to thank everyone in the community who spent time competing in Nuclear Winter. It will remain online until September, which means you'll still have plenty of time to squeeze in some more matches. While we've decided to disable this mode, Fallout 76's future remains bright. We can't wait to share more details with you on all of the new features we're planning to bring to the game throughout 2021 and for years to come. So, little hints there at the end as well. So, as regards the plans and things going into other events and things in Adventure Mode, that's quite cool for those of us who weren't able to get access to them the other way. I know some people will not be overly keen on that, but certain things will remain exclusive to Nuclear Winter as well, so you will still be able to have those trophies, for example. But for those who want certain things they didn't get a shot at in the past, I'm sure Bethesda will tell you what is going to be available where in a subsequent, probably Inside the Vault post on down the line. but that would be cool to check out where those things are going to appear. The fact that Project Paradise in particular is on this list is interesting because it's probably one of the least popular of the events on the list. So getting people back into that and playing it more often will be pretty cool. Having some cool new rewards for that is good. It's an interesting, if somewhat challenging event to complete. You need a decent number of people who know what they're doing for it to get a good result of it. So it's kind of cool that they are encouraging people to jump back into that a bit more, because the location in particular for that is absolutely awesome underneath Arctos, of course. So very, very cool there. So there's a couple of little points down at the bottom here about the state of the game and so on and so forth. But obviously they kind of would want to make it sound positive, but at the same time, it's good to know that they have done that. A lot of people could easily conclude that Nuclear Winter being wound down doesn't bode well for the rest of the game. I think it's just simply that the team is only so large. They work on at least 3 updates at a time just for adventure mode. So trying to keep on top of Nuclear Winter as well has clearly proven very, very difficult to them. And if it's not being engaged with as well, it's probably not the most practical or valuable use of staff hours, I guess, in short. So putting everybody into the adventure mode stuff and new content, whatever that may be in the future, is likely to be a sensible decision. It's getting the most for the most people out of the time that the developers have to put into the game, I think. So it's probably a fairly practical decision and a little bit sad, but still, it'll be interesting to see, and look forward to see what they have coming for us next. So yeah, some very, very cool things here. Particularly looking forward to the community events and some cool stuff going on this weekend as well. I would recommend jumping into that free Fallout First trial if you would like to as well, because, like I say, there's some cool advantages to be had out of that for free if you've got the time to sink in over the next week or so. And yes, E3 on Sunday, which of course I will be watching like a hawk and bringing you the interesting bits and pieces and tidbits from on, presume, possibly Sunday night, possibly Monday, depending on what time the actual event ends. So do watch out for that. So, on that note, thank you very much for watching, folks. I do hope you found this interesting and enjoyable and informative. If you did, please do consider dropping subs and likes for me. It's very, very much appreciated. Social media links, merch store, and channel memberships all available down below the video as well. If you're interested in supporting the channel that way, it massively helps out. So huge thank you to everybody who's done that already. And if you get the chance, do join us for live streams as well. We're going to be jumping on to Mass Effect 2, continuing on with that, and of course, continuing our way through Season 4 and a few quests as well in Fallout 76. So I hope to see you there. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.